Hello, my name is Jen Seibert, and this is my online classroom overview screencast. My course was about adding and subtracting fractions, which is a 5th grade Common Core state standard. So overall, the structure of my classroom, you can see I have a Start Here folder, which really, that's where the introductory assignments are. I have a general information folder where my students can find their syllabus and also the Ask Your Peers discussion board if they have any questions to converse with each other. I have a resources folder. A lot of these are just overview how to use Schoology, and the rest are the resources that they can find within the lessons folders. I have 4 overall lessons, and each lesson has a specific folder, and in it has everything the students will need. So when the students start this classroom, first they will start with a flip grid instead of a discussion board. It's a flip grid, but it's still kind of like an introductory, what do you want to get from this class, what you know about fractions so far. Then there's the fractions pre-assessment. In this course, there are 2 overall assessments, and one is the pre-assessment and one is the post-assessment. That way students will be able to compare their scores to see how well they did throughout the course. So if we dive into the actual lessons, if we look in lesson 1 folder, first the students will be starting with money and clock fractions. So overall this folder, the students have to do this in the specific order that is shown. First they will see the checklist, and this is every lesson. It shows them what they need to, overall, what they will do for that lesson. So for the first lesson, the first thing they will do is actually the pre-assessment reflection. So they will answer some questions on how they did on the pre-assessment, and that's where they will do some goal setting on what they want to accomplish throughout this course. Then they will see some different resources and visuals. The first 3 lessons have a discussion board, but they're error analysis discussion boards. So, for example, this one, Sarah says that 1/3 is both a money and a clock fractions. The students have to say whether they agree or disagree, and they have to post their initial response to Sarah with evidence of why they agree or disagree by Wednesday. And then what will happen is after they make an initial post, they'll be able to see other students' responses, and then they will be able to respond and say whether they agree with other people's evidence and compare it to their own. So that's the 3 discussion boards, what they look like. Now, here's specifically lesson 1 assignment is just, I kind of wanted to keep it simple just so it would be easy for the students to start out kind of simple, like I said. So they will just choose at first whether each fraction is money or clock or both. And then they will go on to actually solving a few of the problems just to see how they did on the first lesson so far. And then students will go into Lesson 2, which is set up again the same way. Students have to complete each item in order, in sequential order. There's a checklist that tells them everything they need to do. This lesson is a little different. This actually takes them to Edpuzzle, where they will watch a video on me solving a problem, and throughout they will be able to see the steps, which are also listed on the handout, and then later it will go through and ask them questions just to see how they're doing, and on the information see how they're doing with adding fractions specifically. The assignment for this week is an app called Zish. So what the students will do is they will follow this and they will answer some questions on adding fractions, and it will give me the data for how they did, how fast they answered, how many times they played the game, because it's set up a lot like Kahoot, except we all don't have to be on it at one time. So then when we get into lesson 3, it's set up the same way, but students will find a fractions individual assignment. So what happens here is the students will then create task cards using PowerPoint for other students to later solve. So I want them to create 6 task cards that are just solving for addition and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators, and 4, they're going to create their own error analysis task cards. Then the final lesson is really just talking about word problems, and this is where the group assignment will happen. So students will be in a group. It's called the Eagle Bake Sale, and what they will do in their groups is they will see that they want to set up, there's bake sale coming up, and they want to set up a table and they're going to sell brownies, chocolate chip cookies, and oatmeal raisin cookies, and they will see that, like, for example, the brownies make 10 brownies, but they want to sell 60 of the brownies, and etc. for the last 3, and then for all 3 recipes. Then they will have to add up all the ingredients they need for all 3 recipes, but then they realize they have some in the pantry, so that's where they will be subtracting. As a conclusion, the students will create a Google Slides presentation to present to the principal to show the 3 new recipe cards after they've adjusted for how much they want to sell, the table with the ingredient totals, and then again another table that shows how much after they have purchased. So students will work together to create all of that in small groups. Throughout my course, students will be asked to, like I said, make a PowerPoint, use the Flipgrid, they will watch videos, they will see images, they will play on different game sites for the lessons, very interactive lessons. So overall, this is the structure for my course for adding and subtracting fractions for 5th grade. Thank you for watching.